I woke up yesterday to find out that my dungeon master is trending on Twitter. Yeah, I play Dungeons and Dragons with him, and he is the game master. It's called the Dungeon Master. It's nothing kinky, okay? It's nothing kinky. It's just that it is bizarre to see that the person I play fantasy tabletop games is trending on Twitter. So when I look at it, I see that he is in the news. He managed to break national headlines in Britain. And I'm like, wow, this is significant. Should I feel as an important person? The connection, right? Like, what happened? And I see this interesting lady being very concerned. She's talking with a conservative representative. And she's talking about my dungeon master. Let's see.
I want to talk about Liz Truss, if I may. Apparently she's appeared on the Lotus Eaters platform as a podcast. It's run by Carl Benjamin. He said previously that, in his words, he wouldn't even rape Jess Phillips. And then he went on to say, I suppose with enough pressure I might cave, but let's be honest, nobody's got that much beer. And our former Prime Minister, a representative of your party, went on his podcast.
Absolutely despicable. I decided to quit the campaign after this. I mean, it's pivotal, it's paramount to understand that who you associate with is who you are. Like, if you associate with Jeff Bezos, you become a billionaire. If you associate with the BBC, you become the truth. And if you associate with an internet shitposter, you become the shitposter. And I do not want that. And I also do not want other people who associate with me to have a British journalist look at them the way she is looking at this conservative man right now. Like she's Grand Inquisitor Zork about to totemize him. I love like how the conservative is responsible. It's like, do you know that the ex-prime minister has associated herself with a person that back in 2016 made an internet shitpost about another person? Now, we're not going to ask the prime minister herself. We're going to ask you. Why did you do this? Why did you allow it to happen? Why can't you control the women in your political party, I guess, is the question, right? Like, he is now forced to answer. My God, this is big Britishness, isn't it? Like, no, seriously, can anyone explain to me the moral system in the UK? Because we got a different system here in Eastern Europe. But it's so bizarre, right? It's all about, like, who associate with whom. It's like you need to call Varys, the spider. And you got, like, a network of associations, like, people that are talking with whom people. And it's like, but why did you allow your person to talk with the other person? Like, didn't you know that back in 2012, that person went on another person and what they posted is like... I will give her credit, though. The way of her delivery of the joke was spot on. 10 out of 10. When I'm going to hire voice actors for my game, I want to reach out to this journalist and ask, like, if she wants to consider to record a few lines. I'll pay her, of course. Because, no, like, absolutely beautiful. I don't think an actor would do this good of a job. Like, the delivery of that shitpost, 10 out of 10. I want to know, like, what team of necromancers and offense archaeologists does Sky News hire that they have to go way back into the past? Like it's more than 5 years now, right? Like, they need to go back into the past in order to dig up, to scrounge up whatever dirt they can find on a person that they said on Twitter. The thing that I find also very interesting is that, you know, crimes, like actual crimes, like stealing, robbing, mugging, these things have statute of limitations. Like, if a sufficient amount of time passes after the crime was committed, then you can't be prosecuted for that crime. But jokes have no statutes of limitations, neither do internet shitposts. Like, if you have shit posted on the internet, that is forever. You know, maybe according to British morality, they can also associate a joke to a lineage. So that it's like if your father made the joke, you are responsible, right? And maybe they can have like this book of grudges or something like that. And they can look up to see if anyone in your family, like maybe your great-great-granddaddy or something, you know, maybe they said something inappropriate on the internet. What is funny, however, is that they even got it wrong. See, like when you go this far back, it's easy to get it wrong. But yeah, Liz Truss wasn't interviewed by Sargon. Like, she's clean. Okay, like the guy did nothing wrong. His reputation is pristine. She got interviewed by Connor. It's a different person. But like Connor associates with Sargon. So like Sargon associating with Connor, who associated with Liz, who then associated with other people. It's like a virus, really, right? It's like patient zero, the man who made the first shitpost. So what is it about? Because I actually lived through those times. I'm old enough to have been alive when the dreaded shitpost manifested itself on the internet. At the time it was called Twitter, it wasn't called X. There was a campaign which I believe Jess Phillips herself made a YouTube video, very unpopular, comments disabled, of course, many downvotes. But she was basically having this campaign to reclaim the internet. At the time, the internet didn't have as much censorship as it has now. Believe it or not, you could actually say whatever you wanted on the internet. Now you can actually go to prison. I mean, believe it or not in Russia or China. No, in the UK, right? You go into your bedroom and you have this thing called a keyboard. If you do the click-clack and you press the buttons in an incorrect order and you hit enter, you can go to prison in the UK. It's a free society, by the way. They're really big on freedom and human rights. Just be careful what you do with the keyboard. And Jess Phillips was part of this thing called Reclaim the Internet, which was basically advocating for censorship, Trust and Safety Council, you know, like giving money to people that do absolutely nothing useful than to just sit there and moderate. Basically, paying Reddit Johnnies from the government. That's what she was saying. Now, at the time, many people were against that. And Sargon, being a cheeky little shit online, you know, he said, look, I don't need trust and safety counselors in order to control my speech. I wouldn't even speak it. I wouldn't even do it, right? Like, that was the context. That was what it was about. Now, at the time, Jess Phillips went online and said that she's not really upset about it. Like, she was like, yeah, it's disrespectful, it's distasteful, like, whatever. I forgot the exact context. I'm paraphrasing, but if pressured, I may actually go dig it up because I don't have like my team of offense archaeologists like Sky News that. But anyway, like it was left at that. Like it wasn't even something that he got banned over, right? However, as time moves on, he goes and tries to run for UKIP, and the way politics are done in Britain is not about like, okay, let's talk about the economy. Let's talk about, you know, like your political party. What ideology does it have? What are you trying to accomplish? No, the way things are done is in Britain is like, let me tell you about this guy and why he's a bad man. He is a very, very, very bad man, right? Bad man. I remember like reading an article on The Guardian and then one on the BBC, and they literally like went through all the parties, except for Labour, for some reason. But they went through all the parties, right, this guy, very bad man, very, very bad. You never heard about him, but trust us, he's a bad man. Look what he said. Look what he said in public. It's all about speaking, right? Like, it's not about actions. It's not about, like, this guy committed a crime. No. Like, he spoke. It's in Britain. He spoke. Can you imagine? So, they did the same for Sargon. It's like, they got the offense archaeologists. They went to 2016. They resurfaced the thing. Now, because the man runs a media organization, and he got Liz Truss, which is a very interesting person, given the fact that she got ousted from her party due to a rebellion. Like, it wasn't the people that got upset about her government and went into the streets in order to protest. No, it was like people from within her party decided that they don't want her. So they had this little rebellion. She got ousted. Someone else got anointed, right? So it's not like the people casted their votes for the current British Prime Minister. And under his leadership, the Conservatives are going to suffer one of the worst defeats in recent history. Like, just colossal defeat. And, yeah, like, having someone like Liz Truss would be interesting to ask her, like, what the fuck was going on? What was that all about? Like, what happened? How did you guys manage to sink the party? But instead of the conversation being about that, the conversation is, well, why is it that she went on this guy's platform since back in 2016 he shitposted online? And they don't even ask her. No, they're asking someone associated with her. It's like, I don't even know, like, what exactly is the man supposed to respond? Like, if I was there, it's like, so are you asking me why didn't I control her? Like what exactly is the question here? But this is British politics, ladies and gentlemen. You know, like, things that actually concern the public, which is, what the fuck is happening with the Conservative Party? Like, why can't we have actual conservatives? Why is it that the conservatives in the United Kingdom are acting like Labour under the speed limit? Why do they have the same policies like Democrats in the United States? It's like, if I want the right-wing government, if I want someone like Republicans that have the Republican ideology in the UK, who can I vote for? Now, instead of, like, talking about that stuff, no, they're talking about bizarre moral issues, because I'm pretty sure, you know, the average British person who lives on a farm is going to be really concerned about who the person running the media that is interviewing the old prime minister and what jokes did they say on Twitter and whatnot. And also notice how the offensive stuff that is being said doesn't apply to actual decent people that are Labour. Like, for instance, Jess Phillips, like, she got into a scandal at one point because she had a metaphor. She said that she would stab Jeremy Corbyn. I mean, during the knife epidemic that's happening in London, very inappropriate thing to say, right? But that's not being brought up for some reason. Like, it was a scandal then. And I'm pretty sure if Jeff Phillips is ever going to be ambitious and try to gain into the leadership of the party again or go above her station, that's when the scandal is going to resurface. But right now it's kept under a folder. It's waiting there. Man, what an interesting way to run a nation, isn't it? Right? Very democratic. And I do hope that Eastern Europe is watching very closely, because we have so much to learn. Like, we're still really, really backwards when it comes to morality compared to Western Europe. Like, we need to look at them and copy their system. It's very omoshiroi. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.